Okay, guys, get ready to put on your 3D glasses. Whoa, there's two of me. Ah. With up to 4 terabytes of massive storage capacity combined with SSD-like performance, Seagate's solid-state hybrid drives are the fastest way to have it all. So we got our Oculus Dev Kit 2 a while ago in the studio, around mid-August, but we haven't done anything with it until now, which is strange because I think a lot of us were really excited to play around with it. But then Oculus went on and showed the world their Crescent Bay prototype, which is apparently just as big of a leap as the one from DK1 to DK2. It's got integrated audio and a higher resolution screen, although they wouldn't say exactly the number. Full 360-degree and positional tracking thanks to new LEDs on the back of the head strap, and overall, the headset is much lighter according to people who have used it. We're looking forward to trying that, but for now we have this guy, so we figured, let's check it out. We'll be putting up a video soon of all of us here in the studio trying various demos, so when that's up, click here to view it. So the DK2 was based off the Crystal Cove HD prototype, first shown at CES in January, and it introduced positional tracking with the included camera, as well as a low persistence, meaning less motion blur, OLED display instead of the LCDs used in the DK1. It's got a 1920 by 1080p screen ripped right off of a Samsung Galaxy Note 3, that's 960 by 1080 per eye, compared to the DK1's 720p. And the DK2 has a 75Hz refresh rate. The DK2 also uses a pentile pixel layout rather than RGB, which helps to reduce this screen door effect that was kind of a problem with the DK1. You can still see pixels wearing the headset if you focus on one point, but they're a lot less noticeable. I only really detected them when I was searching for them. But I think it's a given at this point that we do need greater than 1080p displays, I mean, up to 4K even, as well as refresh rates above 75 Hz for virtual reality to be truly immersive. But this is a solid step towards that. Now the head tracking, when I was using it, is pretty much right on. The only complaint I have is that the area for you to actually move your head around in can be a bit small. There's actually a handy feature in the included demo and some other demos as well that shows you the boundaries if you want, so you can know how far you can lean in whatever direction. Thankfully, there's no physical calibration required with the headset as there was with the DK1. The camera takes care of that as long as it can see you and the surrounding area well enough. Another new feature that the DK2 brings is the ability to wear glasses. The DK1 came with 3 sets of lenses to try and accommodate various types of vision. The DK2 has 2 sets, one for users with normal vision or slight nearsightedness, and a shorter set for very nearsighted users. I figured my giant hipster glasses probably wouldn't fit in, and they almost certainly don't. So I wore my contacts every time I used it, but even dialed all the way out, sometimes my eyelashes would still brush the lenses, which was kind of annoying, but I guess I'm just too pretty. Now let's talk about what's in the box. You have the headset itself. Now the front HDMI and mini USB connectors, which connect in the front there, lead over the back and top of the adjustable head strap and into the control box, which is considerably smaller than the DK1 version. Actually, it's integrated right into the cable. That is where you plug in the power adapter for the USB port that's on the front of the headset if you're using another peripheral like, say, a Leap motion controller, as a lot of developers seem to be doing these days. Now, this is also where you plug in the positional tracker's 3.5mm jack into the control box in the cable there. You also have to plug in a mini USB cord to the tracker, which goes straight to your PC. Also in the box is the extra lens set and a box containing the aforementioned power adapter, as well as pretty much every wall plug adapter you can imagine for various regions of the Earth. If you live on the Earth, you're covered. You also get the quick start guide and a little cleaning cloth for the lenses, and that's about it. Setting up the Oculus is a relatively simple affair for a development kit. You set up an account on the Oculus developer page, download the runtime, the SDK, and the demo, install them, find the configuration utility, and update the firmware, and you're pretty much good to go. Then go to the Oculus Share site and download some demos. Most demos for the DK2 now use direct-to-Rift executables that you simply double-click, and they're working in the headset. DK1 demos didn't have this functionality, and to run those, you actually needed to extend your desktop display to the headset and make it your primary display,
which can be quite irritating. I tried running some DK1 demos on the DK2, and it was kind of annoying. I tried a bunch of them, and then I just started sticking with DK2 demos. Thankfully, there's more than enough DK demos available that we were able to try it. In conclusion, guys, I think it's clear to see Oculus is on the right path here. If they continue the trend of increasing resolutions and refresh rates, lowering latency, and making the device more accessible for people of all sight abilities and head sizes, we could soon be getting a consumer Rift that will make you not want to leave its icy grip. But what do you think? Is VR going to go the way of 3D TV, or is it really going to happen? Do we want it to? Are we going to get stuck in our basements for the rest of our lives? Leave a comment. Like I said, we'll be putting up a video of the other NCIX guys trying out some demos, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Like the video if you feel like it, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this from NCIX.